Should Americans not celebrate July 4th this year?
If I see a single one of you bitches celebrating the 4th of July like it's normal this year, we're gonna have a fucking problem.
Well, I guess we're going to have a problem. There's a very strong argument to make that we are the most benevolent superpower to ever exist. For example, after World War II, we helped rebuild our enemies. If you don't believe me, look up the Marshall Plan. And it's interesting because both of our major enemies in World War II are now economic powerhouses and democratic allies. We weren't annexing a bunch of territory after World War II, like many other large powers in history have done. On top of that, capitalism, which has largely been led and exported by the United States, has lifted billions of people out of poverty. There is no country on the planet that gives more in absolute terms when it comes to foreign aid, humanitarian assistance, disaster relief, military aid to allies, on top of private charitable giving. In 2023, the U.S. gave over $55 billion in official development assistance. I'm going to take a step back and go back to World War II. The US essentially single-handedly dismantled the Empire of Japan, while supplying Britain and the Soviets with enough equipment to actually fight Germany. Also, not even talking about D-Day. No nation in human history has ever done so much at such scale in so many places all at once, and it was to stop a genocidal dictator. Not to mention the Constitution that is the founding law for this country that protects your rights. Many countries do not have constitutions. And many people around the world do not enjoy near the same level of freedom that we do in this country. I could go on for 10 minutes talking about this, but this is the greatest country in the history of existence, and we will be celebrating it on the 4th of July.
He speaks facts. Someone in the comments says, I've been to 16 countries, one during the skinhead riots of 1981 and Yugoslavia before it fell. Don't tell me we don't live in the greatest country that has ever been, because I've seen other countries. At the age of 17, we all literally kissed the ground when we landed on US soil. USA. Well, she said US. Someone else said in the comments, America is a miracle. Amen. Happy Independence Day and God bless America.